They were doing some kind of weird shit. I have watched enough horror movies to know you don't take. I'm not taking any of those people. Like, I might let her go, but she's not getting in the car with me. Fuck that.
No. You took the Noroi kid, but that's because it
Mhm.
was a child.
I don't know. Maybe I said that, but I don't think I would.
No, no, I don't think IRL. I don't think you would. We're
No.
not taking. No,
For one thing, I don't need any more responsibility. Fuck that.
fuck them kids. Hello and welcome to another episode of A Ghost in the Magazine. I'm Steph,
And I'm Elle.
and we're swinging around town to some found footage pics. And we're starting with VHS, the first one.
Hmm. This one gave me a lot of problems, I have to say. I am hungover, so I will give them that. But I have watched other VHS movies and have not had the same motion sickness issues as I did, especially goddamn that bitch Stephanie. I wanted to kill her. Yes, your name.
I
And
was
the
like, what the fuck did I do?
not you. Never you, okay? But
Wait,
the girl in the hotel room with her man Sam was Stephanie because that's what Amazon told me. It's because I had X-ray on because I had to watch it on my phone upright so it was tiny because I was like literally almost puking from watching it on my TV. So I had to watch the tiniest thing and I had to kind of be like, and the thing is like some movies I could just listen, but I can't just listen to this because a lot of it is visual. So,
mhm. Yeah, that's one thing about these. I think that the VHS series is very unique. I was very jarred when I watched this movie for the first time because the right out the gate, the first one is fucked up. So if you
mhm.
don't know anything about VHS, it is not just like one story. It's like found footage inception, which I really enjoy. So there's like a main story, and then usually they find a bunch of VHS tapes and they're all like fucked up. Like, so there's all these fucked up little stories within the larger story. So the
Mhm.
larger story here was the last one, the larger story. It's criminals.
Yeah.
They're criminals. But
Yeah.
that's also, it reminds me of in Adventure Time, they have some like episodes that are it's like this little space guy and he's like, oh, we're gonna do some parables today, so he'll like there will be a theme like the five senses and then there will be different stories that go with that. That's kind of what this is giving, except terrible. And the theme is men doing horrible shit to women like within the camera. um yeah, there's a lot of that
Yeah.
in these.
And
So
frankly, the boyfriend deserved to get murdered.
that's what I said. I said, good for you. Good for
Yeah.
her. Because, yeah, fuck you. Okay?
He had a lot of red flags. I thought that was going to go very differently because the way he like reacted when he got his money sold or
Um,
whatever
yes. So
was
that's, we can talk about that one first if you want. That one
yeah,
stirred
let's just do
you.
that. Yeah, that's the one that made me the most motion sick, so I'm the most mad about it.
So you got what you deserved.
Yeah.
So in the second video, there's a couple on a road trip, okay, and they're filming everything. He's very disrespectful of her boundaries, which like I am my own person and you're gonna fucking respect me. If I don't
Yeah.
feel like doing something to you or with you, it doesn't matter if we're in a relationship, you're gonna respect me. Or I'm gonna make you.
Well, she wasn't
Whichever
even saying
which
she wouldn't do that for him. She was just saying, "Don't record me."
yes. He was like trying to get her to make out with him and like take her clothes off on camera and she was like, I'll do all that for you. But the camera away and he's like, it's boring without the camera on. what is that? I've never felt inclined to record. People can hack into, like, do you guys not remember that whatever gate when all those celebrities got their shit hacked into and all their nudes leaked on the internet? If it
Mm.
can happen to celebrities, it can happen to regular Josephines like you and I. Like, what? I don't want my titties on the internet.
That segment was not super interesting, I don't think.
No, it
Maybe
wasn't.
part of it is the camera work pissed me off. And every time that bitch had the camera, it was like at first I thought it was just kind of like a funny thing, like, oh, this is her first time holding the camera, like when she first has the camera in the car, it's bouncing everywhere. But no, that's just how and it was like her personality because when he's holding the camera, it's not bouncing all over the place. It's just her. And I was
That's something
like,
I didn't notice because I
because your brain's not fucked up.
sorry, I just happen to be blessed with not getting motion sick. I do have vertigo, but that's only triggered by elevators,
Mm.
not not movies. Um, at nighttime, someone comes into their hotel room and is taping them,
Yeah.
whips out a knife close to the girl's thigh, and also dips this man's toothbrush into the toilet. I'm so glad that we get a clip of him putting the toothbrush into his mouth because
I didn't pick up the horniness towards her and the like angriness towards him like right away. I just thought it was like kind of random,
yeah,
but
I thought so too. But in hindsight, you're like,
you're like, oh,
I just hope she warned the old girl about the toothbrush because, like, if she kisses him, then it's a double whammy.
ugh.
Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, and then you find out she's in cahoots. The mysterious camera person stabs him in the neck while he's sleeping, and it's her girlfriend.
Yeah,
So I liked the end of that because good for her.
yeah, he was pissing me off.
Yeah, but I thought like it's very short. It's not like there's not a whole lot of interesting things happening.
Mm.
Girlfriend when
She
she's
could have, she,
robbing them takes money out of his wallet. I
yeah,
don't know what the point of it was because they're together and he like popped off at his girlfriend like that it
yeah,
wouldn't be the first time you stole from me, bitch.
to treat yourself. I'm like,
So she's like, I didn't take the money. Yeah, you did. Oh man, I hate when I hate when people tell me I did something that I didn't do. It makes me very angry.
yeah,
Very.
that
My
was, ugh,
dumb shit when we were growing up. Because when I was 12, I had a very brief phase where I would just take shit. Like, I feel like all kids go through a klepto phase. Okay, I would just take stuff. Lip gloss. I took $5 out of my dad's wallet. I'm really outing myself here. I took one of my grandpa's credit cards, but not to use it. I just took it.
yeah,
I just took stuff, right? Then they took me to they took me to the police station and had a cop scare me, and I didn't take things. But literally for the rest of my fucking life, anytime anything went missing, my stepmom was like, "Did you take this?" And I'd be like, "No." And she's like, "I'm gonna look through your room. I'm gonna find it." Like, look, yeah, I have like PTSD from that. So don't tell me I took something I didn't.
yeah. I don't know. It would have just been, I don't know what the point of, I mean, I'm hoping that there was more backstory to it because he was annoying and dumb, and I was glad that it was over, but like you could have like not
Just
murdered him, just like run away.
I feel like there has to be. I think that little his little comment about the money, I feel like that's supposed to like hint at,
Mm.
like that he's a dickhead or something.
And he's
But like
holding something over
enough to
her.
kill her.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, but it is just a blip of the story, especially if I
that's
follow
true.
one. The first one was crazy. Those men are annoying.
They're gross, yes.
They're pigs. It's like a group of boys, men. They're not children or teenagers. They're grown men and they do gross things
Hmm.
on camera for money. They literally attack women, rip their shirts up so their boobies are exposed, and then they sell the footage. Oh my god. Like what?
For
They
like
also
$5 a pop too. Like you really do that in like or 50, sorry. But
50.
still, how many of them are there? Like that like how many does that split? How many ways does that go? And you're traumatizing somebody for that little amount of money. Like really.
They literally don't care. The only one who seems to have kind of a conscience is the cameraman. But then again, really, I think he's just a pussy. I don't think that he's like a nice guy. I think he's a scaredy cat. And that's why he's giving. Um, it's icky. They also will get women very belligerently drunk, bring them back to a hotel, and have sex with them on camera and sell the footage. Eh, it's just
Yeah.
such a violation, and it's unfortunate because like that stuff happens, and like if you like with hookup culture or whatever, you go through a phase where you just like to get blackout drunk and you'll hook up with someone and you think it's like this is something I'm consenting to, but if you're blackout drunk, you're not gonna know if he has a camera in the
Hmm.
corner of the room. And like there were other dudes in that room.
But they picked the wrong girl.
Yeah, so she's weird as fuck right away. Respectfully, I'm not I'm not gonna pick that one. She's scary. Like she's scary right away. She's got these big old bug eyes and she's not really speaking coherently. And she's like, I like you. All right, let's take Weird Girl, and they give her cookies from the bar. They're just doing all kinds of crazy shit. So the other girl, there's two girls, a weird girl and a regular girl. A regular girl passes out, and he's trying to shake her awake enough to do the thing, and and the guy on the couch is like, she's done for her.
Yeah.
She's passed out, but like, if he hadn't said anything, the guy would have just kept going.
Mm, 100%.
Nasty. And the camera guy also has the camera glasses,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So they're just filming all this stuff without anybody really realizing. And so when the guy's girl is passed out, he moves to the weird girl, even though weird girl doesn't like him.
Hmm.
Like camera guy. And that's why I say camera guy is scaredy cat, because he just backed up and was like, okay. And she's a monster.
She's got like hobbit feet or something. I don't know.
Bro, it's like dragon feet. When they like take her dress off, she's like smooth and ladylike, and then her legs get really hairy, and then she's got like dragon feet. And the camera guy's like, wait a minute. The other guy doesn't even see the dragon feet.
He just wants to hit. He doesn't care.
I mean, dragon ladies need love too, I guess, but she should be able to pick the one that she wants.
Yeah.
So he's in the bathroom and she starts biting people. She has really sharp teeth and she eats the boys, but she still wants to bone the camera guy. Her face is like split open and she's got like teeth in her.
Is that what it is? She's not chasing him to eat him. She's chasing him to bone him still.
Yes,
Oh.
because she's still, even with her split face, she's like, I like you. And she's trying to, and she's like, you don't like that's when she gets offended. She starts crying and shit because he doesn't want to have sex with her. And then she carries him away into the night. I thought it was awesome.
I thought I also was just like How do you fall down a staircase like that? What a bitch.
He doesn't know how to walk.
And it happens in a later thing too, like another clip, somebody falls down a staircase and like breaks their leg, and he does this with his hand or something, like got the bone popped out.
Yeah. No, you really look like you're having a bad.
I just I this one, I just like I'm very confused about the ending of it, I guess, because I thought that she had just flipped and was gonna eat everyone.
No, I think they were in her way to get to the one that she
Oh,
wanted, And it was probably mating season for dragon ladies, and
well,
that's why
she
she
was
was
at the
caught.
bar.
Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, she could just pick someone up off the street with her dragon feet and fly away because she's a dragon lady.
Yep. The weird one.
Yeah, not all of these are bangers, to be honest. The third story was kind of I not a fan. It was the one where um this weird girl takes her friends on a trip to a lake in the middle of the woods. And respectfully, I don't care if it's anyone other than you, like, and I have a friend who's like, oh, I go up to this lake, I go camping at this lake in the woods every year. There's no one around, it's deserted, we'll have the place to ourselves. Let's go. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting in the car. You're not
There-
taking me.
Yeah,
I've seen too many scary movies.
there are a lot of red flags there. Wasn't expecting a glitch man though.
No.
That's a pretty common thing that like I've heard on, especially in the Pacific Northwest, like the glitch man thing is a thing. Like it's an urban legend. I've heard it on Coast to Coast AM several times too, which is
I've
a
never heard of
like
that.
yeah, it's especially there's like an area in Idaho where it's been seen a lot, I guess, but I never heard it being a murderer. It's just like people will see like a glitch out in the woods that's a guy, and they get scared and run away.
Well, now I feel different because I thought that this was just a random made up thing,
Well,
not religion.
I mean, this is God, what is this 2000 and I'm severely nearsighted. 2012 actually. I thought this was earlier than that. I
It's definitely getting older than
yeah.
2012. Um,
Well, I think that's the aesthetic they were going for, but I've heard the Glitch Man stories on Coast to Coast AM and just like around in like the early 2000s, so I know it's
huh.
been around.
That kind of changes my perspective, but it still wasn't like great.
No.
She's very suspicious right away. She told each of them a different story to get them out there, and
Yeah.
like if they knew each other, they would have figured that out before they even got to the trip and like got in the car. If they
Yeah.
just I don't know, talked to each other at all, or I don't know when they showed up to go for this trip.
Yeah.
I double wouldn't have gotten in the car. Like you're sus. I don't want to go on this trip with these boys. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no.
She used them as bait. Spoiler.
Yeah, which is again, I don't the lore isn't defined in it either, and it's not really like it's like this glitch man killed her friends before, but she
Mm.
doesn't explain like why those people would be bait. Like, does he? I don't understand it. I don't. It wasn't defined enough. I don't know. It was weird. I like the effect.
It was weird, and I like the camera was like glitching, not just for him, but like the previous dead bodies. So like her friends' dead bodies, I guess, were glitching in
Mm-hmm.
the camera. That's spooky because you couldn't tell right away if that was just something for us or if they were seeing it too. Until one of the guys was like, "Oh, what's happening?" So
Mm-hmm.
that was neat. It just wasn't my favorite. I feel like maybe if they had let that one be a little bit longer, we could
Yeah.
get some better backstory. It was all right.
Yeah.
The last one was pretty interesting and shitty. Like shitty like the concept was fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up because if you're in a long distance relationship, I feel like it could spook you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a long distance relationship. It's their like Zoom conversations or whatever, their video
Mm-hmm.
call. Spends all pretty much all of the story gaslighting her, and she's like, "My apartment's haunted. There's weird things happening. Also, there's a fucking bump in my arm. I don't know what's going on with that." And he says like she at one point is like cutting it open because she's like, like there's something in my arm. I need to get it out. And he's like, don't, because it's just like that thing that happened to your leg. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like that it had happened before. And at first I was like, he shouldn't call her crazy, right? Because he was like, stop digging around in your arm, you're acting crazy. I'm like, don't call her crazy. But then I was like, oh, he's really supportive because she calls him and she's like, listen, I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna take you with me, and you're gonna tell me when you see the ghost in my apartment. And he's like, okay, okay. And I was like, that is so not the norm of what we see in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually they're like, no, I'm not going to go along with your crazy shit. But he is perpetuating the crazy shit. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the fuck, but it's his fault.
Well, Amazon's X-ray thing that I have because I couldn't watch it directly without the screen being this small, said that they were aliens.
Okay, that's what I thought. But then, like, what are those kids? Because I was like, is it aliens or
Alien kids is
oh?
what they said. Yeah, they said they were alien kids. That's what the X-ray billed them as.
So she thinks he's in Michigan this whole time, and he's not. And he literally goes to her house and cuts the alien babies out and then makes it look like an accident. And that's not the first time that he's done that. That was crazy when he pulled, because you don't see that it's him right away. You just see that it's someone cutting her open and taking a whole fetus out. That's messed up,
Mm-hmm.
man.
I wonder if those are her alien babies.
I think so.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
living there.
her own alien babies are haunting her. That also reminds me of an episode of Adventure Time, believe it or not. The craziest thing, well, I guess it's not crazier than alien babies, but he does make it look like an accident. So when you see her again, she's got a black eye, her arm is in a sling, and her doctor diagnosed her as schizoaffective. That's so messed up. And then you find out he's doing it. He does this to all the girls, to smart
Yep,
girl.
he's on the aliens payroll apparently.
Uh, yeah, and he gets to see boobies. That's fucked up.
There are a lot of boobies in this.
Yeah, there was. I wasn't mad about it, but it's not like ultimately it's not consensual boobies.
Yeah.
So
There was one more. There was the one with the guys in the.
yeah, but was that part of the bigger story? Because in the big story, these criminal guys, they do that thing
Mhm.
with where they assault the women. Oh, were these different guys?
I think so. I think the
Because they
white
say
guys
that,
look the same.
oh shit, I'm sorry, white guys, because I think you're right. Um, so okay,
Well,
so
when they're bros, they all fucking look the same. They just.
yeah, that's facts. So it's different fucked up dudes with cameras. Not the ones that the Dragon Lady ate, but different ones. And so, we established that $50 per video is not a lot of money to do fucked up shit. And one
Mm,
of the guys says, well, I know a way that we can make more. We're going to break into this house for this mysterious person who knows your mysterious work, even though you've never put your name on it on the internet. And we just have to steal one specific VHS tape.
mm-hmm.
That sounds easy, right? Except when you break into the house, there's people doing demon sacrifices in the attic, and the ghost or whatever gets
I think
pissed off.
that was even a different story because there's the house with the old man that's passed out, and that's the main character one. But I think those people were like another set of fucking bros that were going to a Halloween party because one of them was dressed like a bear.
If you want to be confused and a little entertained, watch this movie.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I didn't have my eyes on the movie the whole time, obviously, because I was sick, because it made me sick. But that
I
was
thought I
my
did.
understanding. But yeah, the summoning one was pretty strange.
It was very random because it's like I don't know if it's because I'm not a white man, but if I do happen to find myself in a stranger's house and I hear chanting, I'm out. I'm
The
not gonna walk
fuck
up the stairs and
out.
start chanting with them for money. I'm out.
I
Capital
don't
OUT.
care. I
Bye.
don't care if it's a Halloween party. I'm the fuck out too.
No,
So
because
I
that's
don't know.
us.
And I'm not something okay. I know that this is like she's playing the part of a victim here, and I get it. Like she's a victim. Okay, they tied her up. They were doing some kind of weird shit. I have watched enough horror movies to know you don't take I'm not taking any of those people. Like I might let her go, but she's not getting in the car with me. Fuck that.
No, no. You took the Noroi kid, but that's because it was a child.
I don't know. Maybe I said that, but I don't think I would.
No, no, I don't think IRL. I don't think you would. We're
No.
not taking. No,
For
no.
one thing, I don't need any more responsibility. Fuck that.
Fuck them kids. It's like, especially because that one ended up being possessed.
Yeah.
No, and fuck this lady too. Sorry, like that sounds so terrible, but you can't come with me. That's like taking that girl from the beginning of Evil Dead 2013 with you, the one in the cabin.
I'm not doing that.
No, they'll
I
feast on.
will call you an ambulance, but that's it.
Yeah, I'll call you an ambulance when I'm at least a mile down the road.
Yeah.
It's not linear. This movie is not linear. It doesn't tell just one story, and they all follow this kind of formula. But yeah, this one wasn't my favorite.
Mm.
It's good. I mean, like,
It was yeah.
like I'm not mad about watching it. This is my second time watching it. Obviously it's not one of those movies where I'm like, oh, one and done forever. I'm not going to do that ever again. Even after, like, even before we covered any of them, I was like, VHS 2 is better.
Mm.
It actually scared me. It scared me.
We'll have to watch it at some point. I don't mind these ones at all. The one that we watched with the duty man was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Yeah, but I'm not mad. These kind of made me enjoy found footage and want to do more. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Solid 3 chud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it can get 3 Jeds. It can get it.
I think it's right on that average, yeah.
Yeah, average good, not average bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
No, I
difference.
didn't give it 1.5 chuds. That's my average
Yeah,
bad score.
I say like, yeah, 1.5, 2 Jeds. That's average bad.
Yeah.
Anything less than that is just fucking bad.
Mm-hmm. And we've had some.
Okay, well, we're gonna do more found footage, but in the meantime, you can find this podcast on the interwebs at ghostinthemagazine.site. You can find it on Twitter at GITM Podcast. You can find me on Twitter at WitchXPudding.
And you can find me at Nocturnical.
Okay, bye.